Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Impre from Impre Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of History With. History With today. Wait a minute, that sounded like I was about to say. History today is sponsored by Chicken Burgers. Generic product. But no, it did sound like I was about to say I'm sponsored, but I'm not. So, why is History With an important factor in my series? Because History With allows me to, 1, gain knowledge, and 2, help with people's knowledge. So basically, in other words, I can, inform you guys on, excuse my simply, certain things I like to do, or certain things you like to do, or etc, etc, etc. Dog, you should be in. Right. So, as I was saying, guys, History With is a convergence of me trying to give knowledge and you trying to help produce knowledge. When I mean trying, I mean he's actually producing the knowledge. 9 times out of 10, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But one of the things I do know what I'm talking about is with games. To my knowledge, history of games, there's been a lot of people going, "Oh, this game's terrible, this game's terrible, this game's got much better graphics than this game," and there's so much controversy around games. Last episode was History With Wiki, which, as you know, that goes, guys, very terribly. Wiki always tries to win. This is just history with history. This isn't even a history with history. This is just history with me. Just a talk. Because that's all anyone really needs to start to understand history. History is just someone allowing others their knowledge. What I mean by their knowledge is, think about it like this. I actually have been told this before, by the way, guys. This one actually is more or less a history fact that I know. Once there was a man who seeked the most precious thing in the world. So he asked a town. Some came back with money. Some came back with gems. Some came back, weirdly enough, some actually came back with pockets empty, but came back with smiles. The guy asked the town who came back with smiles, why? How come you've brought nothing to show me what is the most precious thing in town? And the people looked at the man and said, why would we need to bring a physical object? Can we not be happy and us being cheerful? Can that not be our most valuable possession? The man walked away. Came back. A few days later, the same people came back. The man asks again, can you bring me the most valuable things in this town? The same people came back with more people. Turns out their families came from other towns. And the guy went, yet again, how come you do not bring any physical objects? The town goes, we did. Then the guy asks, what did you bring this time? They stated they brought their family. The man looked confused. He went, yes, I know all family is important, but is that really the most important object in this town? They said yes. Went away. Then came back. They all went home. The man then came back for one final time. He asked them once more to the town, what is the most valuable object? At this point in time, I would like you guys to know that this town has been, in fact, raided. And the raiders took everything everyone else kept on bringing. The man asks, what is now your most valuable object in this town? That family, everyone else said, sorry, our object has been stolen. But that family came back again. And the guy was confused. He asked, did you not get raided, and did they not take your most precious jewels, gems, maybe a house? The family said, no, they had never taken our most valuable object. So the man finally gave up and went and demanded them to show their house to him. He obliged, and once the man arrives, he realised why they said their most valuable object, why they kept on bringing nothing as their most valuable object. Turns out that family was actually poor. They have been pushed away by so many people. They've never been seen as actual people of that town. The man then went to this family. Since you have shown me what you think is the most valuable thing, the man walks up and tells the family to follow them. And the man brought the family to a palace. And he asked, I will let you take anything, as you have been given nothing, and you have to inform me why you took it. The family obliged by the man. They took what they needed and left. The man was confused once more, because as one of his stock takers quoted, "Sir, there is nothing being taken." He was confused. He rushed outside the house and asked the family, why didn't they take anything? Turns out, the family didn't take anything because they realised when someone became greedy, they lost it all. As they used to once be a noble family. Once they lost everything, they realised that having wealth, power means nothing if you are still yourself are alive. So the man went to them once more. Every time I came to your village, what did you bring? And the family said, we brought nothing but ourselves. The man then realised they actually did bring their most valuable thing to him every time he asked. It was 1, their family, and 2, themselves. With bringing themselves, they actually showed the man they were still alive. They were living. They knew that they could carry on. So you guys can take from that story whatever you want. I took from that story as it states, the most valuable thing in your life isn't your wealth, isn't your power, isn't your, well, it's not even your, like, riches or ancestral. It's the fact that you've lived to allow your family to carry on living. And what I mean by that is, you basically have lived your life so the ones who helped bring you in the world know you're still around. You guys can take from it, as I said, whatever you want. That's what I took from it. But anyhow, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.